Imagine a force so deeply embedded in your life that it monitors your every move, not with cameras, but with an invisible, unsettling awareness. In the serene, meticulously organized world of suburban perfection, a new form of digital panopticon is emerging, and the silence is deafening. This is the story of a man who moved into a community called the Pines at Brookdale, only to discover that the price of perfection was absolute, terrifying visibility. When our subject, an average commuter, first settled into the manicured perfection of the Pines, he thought the strict Homeowners Association was just typical suburban bureaucracy. Every morning, like clockwork, he'd depart at 8:10 a.m. and return at 6:45 p.m. It was a routine, predictable, and safe. But after his first week, the veil began to lift. An innocuous-sounding email arrived reading, "Reminder, please don't leave your porch light on when you're not home." The homeowner was instantly chilled. How could they know he was not home? He hadn't shared his schedule with anyone, the community was sparsely populated, and there wasn't a visible camera in sight. He brushed it off, attributing it to a coincidence or maybe a nosy neighbor. A few days later, the anomaly grew sinister. He left for work exceptionally early that day, before 6:30 a.m., breaking his strict pattern. That evening, a second email landed in his inbox. "We noticed you left unusually early today. Is everything okay?" The question wasn't concerned. It was a quiet, digital accusation of deviance. This time, the homeowner froze. It was impossible. His unit was private, his exit was discreet, and there were no guards on duty. He realized he had to test the limits of this uncanny observation. The next day, he decided to work from home and didn't leave the property once. At 9:15 a.m., the system, or whatever it was, pinged again. The new message was an absolute betrayal of his reality. "Please remember to close your garage when you head out." He looked out the window. His garage was wide open. He hadn't gone anywhere, but the system assumed his routine departure, and when the garage door was open past the usual time, it acted. He knew then that this wasn't about cameras, it was about predictive surveillance. The realization was a punch to the gut. The only thing worse than being watched is being predictably watched. That night he approached a neighbor, an elderly woman named Mrs. Lorne, and asked if she'd ever noticed anything strange. She offered him a chilling, almost pitying smile. "They always know, dear," she whispered, her eyes devoid of warmth. "It's how they keep things safe here." She leaned in and added, "Don't tell them you noticed." The next morning, the final terrifying punctuation mark appeared, an anonymous envelope, sealed with the HOA logo, resting on his porch. Inside, a single, blunt line: "We prefer when our residents keep routines." The chilling implication was clear. His quiet investigation had been registered. In the Pines at Brookdale, the highest crime wasn't disorder, but unpredictability.